Hello, all, and welcome back to The Easy Nerd. I'm The Easy Nerd, and today I'm doing a sequel to my MCU Phase 1 ranking video. This time, we're ranking the Phase 2 movies. Now that I've watched, reviewed, and processed Fantastic Four, I'm riding a massive Marvel high, so I thought this would be the perfect time to dive into Phase 2. Just like with Phase 1, I think every Phase 2 movie is at least good. This phase really solidified the MCU's success and momentum, so I rank Phase 2 just as highly overall. Let's get to it. Last place, Ant-Man. Ant-Man is a good movie. It has a solid story, a likable lead in Paul Rudd Scott Lang, and a great supporting performance from Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man. The villain, Yellow Jacket, Corey Stoll, is decent too. The side characters are fun. Hope Van Dyne, Luis and his crew, and Scott's daughter Cassie all bring something enjoyable. The action is good, the costumes and effects are solid, and the soundtrack works well. So, why is it last? Honestly, I'm a classic comic purist. I would have preferred Hank Pym as the main Ant-Man. He's the original in the comics, and his complex arc, from hero to flawed genius to the creator of Ultron, would have made for an even more compelling lead. Next, Thor: The Dark World. I know this might be controversial, but I enjoy The Dark World more than Ant-Man. In my opinion, it's on par with the first Thor movie. Thor and Loki are the standouts again. Loki, in particular, shines with his mini-redemption arc and the twist ending where he takes the throne of Asgard. That was awesome. The side characters, like Jane Foster and her crew, are fine, while the Dark Elves, like the Frost Giants before, are pretty generic villains. Still, the action, special effects, costumes, and soundtrack are all good. Overall, it's a solid Thor movie. While the quality might be close to Ant-Man, I just prefer Thor as a character. Next, Guardians of the Galaxy. Now we're getting into the great stuff. This movie is on a whole other level compared to the last two. I love the story. 5 misfits coming together to form a team, with broader implications for the MCU. It's also a fantastic introduction to the cosmic side of Marvel. What holds it back slightly is the overabundance of humor. It sometimes breaks the tension and undercuts serious moments. But the characters? I love these guys. Star-Lord is a fun, music-loving man-child with a heartfelt connection to his mother. Gamora is a strong assassin seeking redemption. Drax is decent, funny, but sometimes too dumb. Rocket and Groot are a lovable duo with real emotional depth. Hats off to the filmmakers for making me care about a talking raccoon in a tree that only says 3 words. The villains are solid. Ronan the Accuser is intimidating and looks awesome. Nebula adds depth to Gamora's arc. Yondu is a cool wild card with unique power. Korath's just kinda there. And of course, Thanos makes his first real appearance, and it's a great setup for what's to come. The space battles are epic, the effects and costumes are great, and the soundtrack is an absolute standout. Overall, a fantastic MCU entry that surprised me, even as a comic reader unfamiliar with these characters. Next, Iron Man 3. This is just as strong as the first 2 Iron Man movies and wraps up his trilogy nicely. The plot is compelling, with Tony facing off against the Ten Rings and the Mandarin. Although the infamous twist was controversial, I hated it at first, but Marvel redeemed it later, and looking back, it really worked for this movie's story. Tony shines here, especially with his new suits and the introduction of the Iron Legion. War Machine, rebranded as Iron Patriot, is solid, and even Pepper Potts gets in on the action, which sets up future payoffs. The real villain, Aldrich Killian, is a great antagonist with a strong, if somewhat Incredibles-inspired backstory and some cool extremis powers. The action, especially the final battle with the Iron Legion, is fantastic. The soundtrack is good, less AC/DC this time, but still fitting. Overall, a worthy trilogy ender for Iron Man. Second place, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Our first god-tier movie of the phase. This one adapts one of my all-time favorite comic storylines, and it's the first MCU film from the Russo brothers, my favorite Marvel directors. The plot is phenomenal, layered, full of twists, and a non-stop thrill ride. Seeing Cap go up against Hydra and the mysterious Winter Soldier is gripping from beginning to end. Cap himself is amazing here. This movie made him my favorite Avenger. Black Widow and Nick Fury are excellent supporting characters, and Falcon makes a great debut. The Winter Soldier is a total badass, and the reveal of his identity as Bucky is handled perfectly. Hydra's return is shocking, with Secretary Pierce making a decent villain and Arnim Zola's return being both faithful to the comics and uniquely adapted. The action is some of the best in the MCU, especially Cap's fights with the Winter Soldier. The updated costumes and improved effects are top tier, and the soundtrack is excellent. Just an all-around brilliant film. First place, Avengers Age of Ultron. The second god-tier movie. A controversial pick, I know, but I think Age of Ultron is just as amazing as the first Avengers movie. Everything is turned up to 11. The story is epic. After taking down a Hydra base, the Avengers face Ultron, an enemy they inadvertently created. The stakes are high, and every character gets their moment. Cap and Iron Man are still the stars, and their clash here sets the stage for what's to come. Thor is as solid as ever. Hulk is great as the unpredictable wild card. And Hawkeye finally gets proper development. His family reveal was a great touch. Black Widow is cool as always. We also get new additions, Quicksilver and Wanda Maximoff, the future Scarlet Witch, who start off as villains but shift into heroes with solid arcs. Then there's Vision, who steals every scene he's in. His design, performance, and that moment with Ultron, perfection. The villains are fantastic. Ultron, despite having only one movie, is one of the MCU's best. He's menacing, smart, funny, and visually striking. Baron von Strucker and Claw also appear, serving as great comic faithful setups. The action, incredible. From the opening Hydra base assault to the Hulkbuster versus Hulk fight to the final battle against Ultron and his army, it's all top tier. Costumes and effects are improved across the board, especially Cap's. The soundtrack, though done by a new composer, still hits all the right notes, bringing those iconic Avengers themes to life. In my view, this is a near-perfect Avengers sequel and a phenomenal Phase 2 finale. Conclusion. Phase 2 was just as great as Phase 1 and helped push the MCU to bigger and better things. Thanks for watching. Let me know your Phase 2 rankings in the comments. This has been the Easy Nerd. See you next time.